We were told our entire life what is good for us. When to take vitamins, when to get the flu shots, when to check cholesterol, when buy life insurance, and to plan our own funeral. It never ends, does it? Every commercial, every billboard, every influencer seems to know what's best for us, for you, for me. But ask yourself questions. What if they don't? What if the real sickness isn't aging, but obedience? Today at 53, I see things I never noticed before. Maybe because the noise got louder, or maybe because I finally learned to listen to myself. That's correct. I'm admitting now at age 53, I learned to listen myself. In this episode today of Life the Battlefield, I want to talk about something all of us face. The silent pressure to follow, to comply, to live by someone else's definition of good. For decades, we've been told how to live, how to eat, how to exercise, how to age, when to die, when to plan the funeral. But no one teaches us how to listen. Not to advertisements, not to gurus, but to ourselves. For those who don't know, I've been through war, loss, survival, and rebuilding a new life in a country that wasn't mine. For those who don't know, I arrived in Australia in 1998, and I used to be working in Croatian embassy in Canberra. So I was transferred after so many 8 years in the military to Croatian embassy in Canberra in diplomacy. And one thing I learned is this. I know you're gonna agree with me because you never thought about this. What is the most valuable commodity in life? Well, health. Health is the most valuable commodity in life. Because without health, time has no value. So today let me share 4 lessons that changed my way I live, age, and think. Lessons that come not from textbooks, but from experience. Experiences I accumulated over my 53 years. Because guys, this video is not limited for somebody who's 50 plus. It's for all of you guys. And I wish, as I say, I'm so upset now because I was told by my grandfather and other older people in my life, particularly military, the officers I was reporting to, they were telling me things, what I should do with my life. And I laughed because I was young. I said to myself, I dismissed it. No, that's not for me. I know everything. Well, not. Today, I want to share the 4 lessons, as I said, which helped me how to live my life, how to age, and how to be healthy. So let me start with the lesson number 1. Very simple. We forgot to move. Let me sing this with you. Let me remind you as well. As a kids, we ran, we jumped, we climbed the trees. We played in the mud, we chased everything that moved. Everything. Even we picked up food, drop on the ground, on the soil. We pick up that food we ate. Then one day, just like that, someone gave us a chair, a desk, and a paycheck. And what we did, we sat down. We've been sitting ever since. I remember my late father, he told me this. I wish, you finish high school, you get some dodgy job, in some office, so you can sit, you don't need to stand on your feet in the factory. So either I will stand in the factory and work, or I will sit in some, God forbid, some office all my day long, doing nothing, just eat and drink. But you agree with me, someone gave us a chair, a desk, and a paycheck. And suddenly we sat down. And everybody has been sitting ever since. In our 4 walls, cubicles, offices, we traded motion for meetings, laughing for deadlines. But our bodies were never designed for stillness. Do you know how I know this? Because I asked doctors. Plus I was married to the doctor. And she told me, our bodies are not designed, Mari, to be still, to be on one place. But somehow we traded our movement for chairs. Our bodies were built to move, to explore, to feel alive. Look around. People spending 10 hours a day in front of screens, scrolling, shrinking, forgetting how to live in their own skin. And yet the cure is simple. Move. Move your legs, move your thoughts, move your heart. Because stillness kills more slowly than bullet, but just as surely. Movement isn't just a physical therapy. No, it is not. It's emotional rebellion. It's saying, I'm still here. When you go to work in the morning, particularly those who catch in the public transport, I'll give you a better example. When you're on a holidays, we all want to relax. But what we do, we find a comfortable spot with our partners. We say hello, hello. We buy the drinks, the food. We sit next to pool, and people grab their phones and they spend time sitting and watching the phone. Nobody's moving. But yet we are watching people who are exercising, who are moving, who are doing things. As I say, movement isn't just physical therapy. It's emotional rebellion. That leads us to lesson number 2. We forgot to laugh. Do you agree with me? Do you laughing now? When was the last time you laughed? From bottom of your heart. When was the last time you enjoy good laugh? Goes without saying, life can be heavy. Trust me, I know. I went to war at 18. Overnight, I stopped being a boy and became a soldier. And soldiers aren't supposed to laugh. But somewhere between the gunfire and silence, well, I realized little laugh, it is survival. It was oxygen for the soul. We were told that being childish is weakness. Well, it is not. That laugh is unprofessional. But seriousness without joy, well, is just another form of slow death. Today, I laugh often. Sometimes at myself, because the moment you stop laughing, you start aging faster. Find humor again. Watch something funny. I make a decision, clear, conscious decision, many years ago, that when I come from the work, I will turn on the YouTube and I'll watch on YouTube some funny videos. 10, 15, 20 minutes. My son says to me, Dad, you're becoming crazy. I say, yes, I am. So I have my cup of coffee, have a couple of chocolate cookies, and I'm enjoying this 15, 20 minutes of laughing on some type of cookies or whatever they are. I will enjoy. And now he joins me and laugh as well. 15, 20 minutes after a long day at work. Tell bad jokes. Maybe you can dance terribly in the kitchen. Life won't end if you smile. Remember this. Life won't end if you smile. And now, experts, medical professionals says that laughing lowers blood pressure and boosts the immune system. It says it brings humanity back into the room. So if you forgot how to laugh, reclaim it. You earn it, that right. You earn it. All our problems come in or out of our mouth. That's a lesson number 3. All our problems come in or out of our mouth. Do you agree with me? This is not my quote. This is not my statement. I was being told this by a good friend of mine, Wako, who is in Taoism and Chinese philosophy. And I always believe that everything we eat, drink, or say can either heal us or poison us. Many years ago, I was a smoker. I started smoking at age 18. I was being given smokes and a drink, and I become the man. I become the soldier. So to become the good soldier in a war, you need to smoke and drink. And I lived fast. And then one day, just like that, my body sent me a message, stronger than any doctor's warning. Enough. So I stopped. Not because someone told me I must stop, but because I finally listened to myself. I listened myself. As kids, we ate when we were hungry. We spoke our minds. we told the truth. As adults, we eat when we are bored. We talk when we are angry. And we swallow our truth to keep the peace. What goes into our mouth shapes our body. What comes out, it shapes our destiny. Choose carefully. We are all product of our choices. Your diet is not just the food. It's words, thoughts, and energy. Feed yourself well and feed others with a kindness. That's a real nourishment. And I want to say this something to you. I forgot as well many things in my life. And I forgot that I should not eat when I'm not hungry. I was nibbling, I was eating at night, and I gained weight. I'm still overweight. Don't take me wrong, I'm still overweight. But yesterday I went to my doctor. I just want to share this with you for the sake of this conversation. So I'm doing the regular checkups, for my boxing tournaments and the competitions, which I'm still competing at age 53. And my doctor says to me, Mario, you never felt better in your life. You're never more healthier than now. You know what's changed? Two things. Who I'm surrounding myself with and what I'm eating and how much eating. I mean, dieting and exercising. That's a real nourishment. Feed yourself well and feed others with kindness, because after all, we all know how to judge other people. We all know how to make other people angry, miserable, less worthy. But imagine when they do this to us. I was the one of these guys. I say this always and again. I learned this from my parents. My parents will wake up 4:30 in the morning before they go work in a factory, and they will hate everybody. From the 4:30 in the morning, they will hate everybody. For 1 hour, they will have their coffee and the smokes. My brother and I, we had a room next to them, to the kitchen. It was a one-bedroom apartment for us. And I was listening to this from 4:30 in the morning. I couldn't wait when my parents leave for work so I can open the balcony so all that smokes can come out and I can little bit sleep without this anger. So guys, feed yourself well and feed others with kindness. Remember, what comes in our mouth comes out our mouth. Yeah, it's gonna shape us. And lesson number 4, which I discover on myself, we don't age equally. I met people who are older at 30 and others who are young at 70. The difference isn't money or medicine. I realize it's actually mindset. Some live, others merely exist. The ones who age beautifully are those who never stop being curious about life, who never stop believing in wonder. The child in them didn't die. It just learned to live in an older body. I was told many times, so many times, Mario, don't act childishly. But I say, be childish from time to time. Laugh, play, explore. Because when you lose your sense of wonder, you don't grow older, you grow smaller. That's what I discovered. I'd like to share with you this as well. Aging is not an illness. It's a mirror, reflecting the choices we made, the emotions we carried, the lives we live. If your reflection shows fatigue or regret, it's not too late. You can change the story starting today. Move, laugh, choose wisely what you take in and what you put out. And most importantly, keep that inner child alive. I don't chase youth anymore. I chase meaning. I don't fear wrinkles. I fear regrets. Because I learned that no matter what the world say, I already know what's good for me. And so do you. I'm Mario Bekes, and this is Life the Battlefield, where we don't just talk about survival, we talk about living. Live well. Feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? What lessons we can learn from each other. Thank you for watching.